What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Charlton Career Mode. Man, I'm loving this series. I'm really loving this series, man. Every time I come to record it, I get excited. I feel like we're going to have a good time. And today we've got a deadline day special. 10 hours, as you can see, left of deadline day. And we have been talking transfers over the last few episodes. So, if we go to... Oh, actually, it's our B team. We can see Paul Smith on the right wing position. 68 rated, 23-year-old winger. He's got some nice stats, nice bit of pace about him. His shooting's getting there. His dribbling's good. He would be a great permanent asset to our squad. I've been asking you guys over the last few episodes, shall we try and sign him permanently? We did try last time, but we discovered that we actually don't have the option to sign him permanently like we did with Dylan Levitt. We actually have to send him back to QPR, and then it's a lucky dip. Will we be able to secure a signature or not? I'm not sure. Personally, I didn't see too many comments that were really pro Paul Smith. And having had a few days not recording, it's allowed me a little bit of time to evaluate, do I really need to rush and sign Paul Smith? Not really is the answer. I could potentially sign Smith ahead of next season in the Championship. He's only going to be our backup right winger anyway. I mean, that's if we get to the Championship, by the way. We're currently miles and miles ahead of League One, of any of the competition in League One. But Crowley is our first choice right winger. He's there at 75. And then Smith is just a very solid player. If we don't sign him, we still have him for the rest of the season. So does it make that much difference? Potentially not. Maybe things will change over the course of the second half of the season. Maybe we won't need to sign him. We do, though, still have 2 odd million sitting there in the bank, as you can see in that transfer budget there. I'm thinking, really, when you evaluate this squad, it's probably the centre-back area in which we need more investment when I really think about it. We've got Oshilaja, he's 27. We've got Pearce, he's 33. We've got Innes, he's 25, but it seems that he's not going to grow in rating very quickly at all. So he's got limited use for us. I mean, I think he'll be good off the bench in the Championship with just the sheer height and power that he's got from corners and whatnot. But as a starting centre-back next season, I'm not sure. We've then got Charlie Barker, and that is pretty much it. Of course, we do have Shen Sun, who's going to be an absolute world-class defender who is coming through the youth academy. But I think we need to start thinking about next season and maybe getting a centre-back into the squad. So with that being said, I have had a look just before I press record on this episode at the transfer hub and seen which centre-backs I have on my list. Now, I've got a fair few good ones that I would like to sign in the future. One guy particularly I'm looking at is this guy, Maxence Lecroix. I believe that's how you say his name. He's a Wolfsburg French 20-year-old defender. He's got decent stats for what I want. He's not slow as a centre-back either. He's actually quite fast. He's got the 74 sprint speed, 65 acceleration. So I'm liking the look of him. He's almost like a Naby Sarr replacement, but a lot younger with that sort of French nationality. He's huge as well, 6'3". That is one player I would definitely go for. But before we get onto trying to sign him, I don't even know if we can. I saw someone else. Where's he gone now? It was the Tottenham centre-back, and his name is Japhet Tanganga. Now, the reason why this guy appeals to me, 1, he's 73 rated. 2, I feel like he's going to be world-class in the future. 3, he can play all across the back. You can see he can play right back and left back, which is perfect for us. However, if we do this, he's not willing to relocate at this time because he's a Premier League player. I don't think he's been playing much for Spurs. They've got Alderweireld, they've got Dyer, they've got many other defenders probably ahead of him in the picking order. So, perhaps a loan deal. Let's see if Tottenham will allow us to approach him for a loan. Oh, this looks promising. And we can get into the office with Mr. Jose Mourinho and potentially get Tanganga. This is overkill, man. A 73 rated centre-back. We're already like 20 points clear at the top. Oh, Mourinho's looking rough in this game, man. He doesn't look that much like Mourinho. Oh, loan to buy. Okay, so here's my thoughts with this then. If they allow us to do a loan to buy, wait, he's going to be like 6 million, isn't he? Do we get our transfer budget before we get the chance to sign Tanganga? So do we get our end of season money before it asks us to buy Tanganga at the end of the season? Because if not, we only have 2.3 million. We're not going to be able to afford him. Let's go for we could do a 1-year loan and sign him next January. Or we could do a short... Ooh. I'm going to do the short-term option. That might be a mistake. That might be a mistake, but I think... I'm just banking on the fact that we're going to get money before it gives us the chance to sign Tanganga permanently with the loan-to-buy agreement. I mean, I've never seen this in FIFA before. I've never used this feature in FIFA before, so this is going to be new territory for me and you. Although some of you guys might know whether I've just made the right or wrong decision there. Oh, okay, a 1% transfer fee and 6 million. That's not bad at all. We'll accept that for sure. There we go. I think that's pretty much it. Do we need to negotiate his... No. He's just straight up playing for Charlton now, I think. Oh no, I think he has to accept the loan deal himself, so I think we have to advance time here. So let's see whether one, Jeffet Tanganga joins us, which might be that notification. Fingers crossed. Oh, he's actually turned it down himself. Wow, Tanganga is really, really broken our hearts there. Oh, I don't know if I can go for him in the future now. That is, I mean, I respect it. He doesn't want to drop down 2 leagues, but still, that's harsh, man. Okay, let's go for Lacroix. Oh, I wasn't commentating, but it seems like we just absolutely messed that up. And Lacroix is another player who's going to have to wait until later on if we are going to get them. That was Wolfsburg that time that rejected us. But actually, it looked like he wasn't willing to relocate anyway. So I wasn't hopeful that we were going to get him in anyway. This makes things a lot more complicated. I was talking about Lacroix as potentially a Naby Sarr replacement, guys. How about a Patrick Bauer replacement? This guy, he fits the bill. Kevin Ayles, 20 years old, comes from Dynamo Dresden and I think the German second tier. 66 overall rating. He's got a nice bit of pace as well, because I do want a little bit of pace about my centre-backs. Very strong, pretty composed, a nice young centre-back for us. And also, it looks like we actually can go for him. He's got a 2.9 mil release clause. Potentially, hopefully we can get him for less than that. So this guy looks like he could be very, very solid. Let's go for him. Okay, 1.9 million. That was actually quite a bargain, considering he had a 2.9 million release clause. Looks like we can get straight in and negotiate with Ayles, for his wage. And we have got the deal done for him. So let's go over to the squad and have a look at our brand new centre-back. Was it Max Ayles? Did I just get his first name right there? I'm actually not sure. Let's just call him Ayles for now until we have that information. But here he is, 66 rated. He's got that 3-star weak foot, 65 pace, 28 shooting. 51 passing, 50 dribbling, and then his defending and physical stats almost at 70. He's 20 years old, most importantly, which means he's got lots of room to grow. Who knows how high the ceiling is for this young German lad who comes in Patrick Bauer's shadow after the heartbreak of losing him to Preston probably about a season ago now. So, Ayles, welcome to the Valley. We are actually going to keep you in the reserves for now. We'll keep an eye on you, and maybe when Pearce starts to drop off a little bit more, I mean, we already had that difficult moment where he was almost caught up by the... Who was it now? We played somebody and he got caught up by a reasonably fast attacker and almost conceded a goal for us. And that is the thing with Pearce. I mean, look at Pearce's pace, 41. We can't be dealing with that in the Championship, man. We really can't. Well, literally no bids coming through. Oh, a bid might have come through here for somebody. Oh, it's Jason Pearce, the man himself, with an opportunity to leave for Derby County for £530,000. That is not bad. We're going to accept that because Jason Pearce is aging. And I think that's probably the most amount of money that anybody is likely to offer. He's given us a good first half of season there. He's been solid, but we can just sense him dropping off. It's always sad with players like Pearce and Pratley, but I think it could be his time to leave. So let's see if he can get that deal agreed with Derby. And indeed he does. Jason Pearce, thank you once again, Jason, for all your service. It was about your time to go. And he's actually stepping up a league, so fair play to him for getting a move like that. He goes to Derby County for 530k. We get 400k compensated. I guess that can go towards the money that we spent on Ayles, I think that's his name, the guy we just signed. So yeah, a sad but potentially necessary thing for the long-term strategy here at Charlton. There's also a £1.5 million bid that's come in from Copenhagen for Jake Forster-Kaski. Ooh, what do we do about this? To be fair, I don't see much benefit in selling him right now. We're already lacking in midfield, and I was already thinking about doing something, which I actually might do right now. we'll go over to the squad hub and see what that is. So actually, before I go into the squad hub, let's just have a look at the midfielders at the club right now. We've got Gilby, we've got Forster-Caskey, we've got Watson, 36 years old, or 35, sorry, about to be 36 soon. Beyond that, we've got Levitt, we've got Pratley, who's dropping off. I guess you could say we've got Morgan. Vennings just won't feature for us due to his rating. Maybe he'd be lucky to get a game or two, maybe in the cup, but even that is unlikely. So we can go to the squad hub. I think some of you might have guessed what we are about to do. The boy George Lapsley, he's had a good, hopefully, first half of the season away at Mansfield. And just for squad depth purposes, let's recall him. Also, we're going to see his rating hopefully go up quicker. I mean, already he's gone up to a 61 just purely based on us recalling him, which is fine by me. So George Lapsley, welcome back to the squad. He's in and around it now. He might get some cup appearances. He's just a good player to have at the club. And yeah, in case of injury crisis or something like that, he's just, yeah, a great body to have around. So welcome back, George Lapsley. So I don't know why I called him Max Ayles. I think there's somebody with a similar name to that in German football that I... Is it Max Aimer? Something like that. Anyway, Kevin Ayles is his name. Kevin Ayles. So let's go in and sort out his development plan. So yeah, I think we're going to have him as a sweeper right now. That ups his sprint speed, also ups his jumping and stamina, interceptions. Lots of stats that actually need a little bit of care and attention there. So yeah, let's make him a sweeper. And I think he's going to be a really solid signing for us in the long term. So let's count down this final hour of deadline day, guys. And we can have a look at the squad that we have taken into the second half of the season. Here we're on 1st of February now. We've got a squad report, a youth squad report, which we'll have a look at in a second. But first, let's have a look at the main squad. So right now, guys, we have got ourselves... In fact, no, let's go to the A-team sort of thing. And we can have a look. This is the starting 11. You guys know it by now. And now down on the subs bench, we've got Ayles, we've got Gunter, Watson, Doughty, Smith, who are both wingers now. Kaufman, of course, as well. And I forgot to mention the keeper, Silvera. And then down here, we've got a nice amount of reserves as well to rotate in and around the squad, including the return of George Lapsley. Pratley serving the club for the last 6 months of his contract before he moves to Jagiellonia, something like that. And I'm very happy with that squad for our charge to stay top of League One for the second half of the season. So now on to the youth report. Let's have a look at these players. So this keeper still looks very solid. We can't promote him, nor can we promote this gem, Shen Sun, whose actually potential's gone up now from 90 to 94 as opposed to 88 to 94. He's a 65 rated. And he's 15. It just blows my mind. I've said this about 5 times now, but I just need him to turn 16 so we can actually use this guy. Still solid players. Jepsen looks good. A Danish player as well to fill in the legacy of the Danish players we've had. And of course, our owner, Thomas Sandgaard. Sheng looking like a very solid player as well. He's promotable, but I'm not going to do it until he starts kicking up a fuss because we don't actually need any more senior players right now. Other than maybe Sun. He's one that's just a different rule set because of the sheer talent that this guy has. Yeah, and everybody's looking solid. Like, I'm not ready to release anyone yet. This guy, Mikkelsen, he might get released if we get some more players in the next squad report from the actual scouts that are out and about searching for new players, if that makes sense. So we'll leave it for now. We know we've got some gems coming through, and at Charlton, it's always nice to see youth players coming through, so we love it. Right, so now we've done all of our transfer business. Now we've got that squad finalised. Let's turn our attention to the games for this episode. So we've got Hull City at home. Tough one. I can't remember if I'm getting confused with real life. They're either really near the top or really near the bottom, but we'll check. We've then got Accrington away in the cup, followed by Oxford United at home in the league. Did we not already play Accrington in the cup? We did. We beat them on the 2nd of January 2-1. So is that a double-legged fixture? I guess it must be. So no, I wasn't getting confused. Hull City are in fact second in the league right now with 58 points behind Charlton on that whopping total of 77. So I think we can probably sim that one and be quite safe. Just worth mentioning and addressing here as well, guys. Obviously with the exit of Jason Pearce, that left the captain's vacancy available for somebody to take. Now I'm very happy with who it's automatically gone for, which is Jake Forster-Caskey. The other maybe candidates were like Purrington, perhaps Innes, even Crowley or Amos. But I think for now, Forster-Caskey, we'll leave it with him. Of course, Innes is the one who automatically comes in at centre-back. But of course, we will rotate Ayles in there as well. Maybe Barker as well, we'll see. Here we go then, Charlton v Hull at the Valley. Yes, it is the Valley. We are at home. We are going to sim the match, and hopefully the boys can do it for us on the sim. If not, as always, we will jump in and try and do it ourselves. They've got a very solid squad. Very, very solid squad. That Ben Sheaf in midfield, got to watch out for him. A very solid defence as well. Hopefully, though, we've got enough to beat them, so let's see. So bearing in mind, Hull are literally the next best team in the league after Charlton. This could be a close one on the sim here. We need to make sure we don't lose. That is the most important thing here. Don't lose. Oh, it looks like they've got a direct free kick here on the edge of the box. That looks like it's in the penalty area, doesn't it? Is that just me, or is that inside the penalty area? That is so strange. Then number 23 over it. Oh, a little dummy. Oh, it goes over the bar of Ben Ayles' goal, luckily. Oh, a chance here for Hull. Well played, Ryan Innes coming in to step in for the, obviously now exited Jason Pearce, as Charlton look to work a counter-attack. It's out of play from Jake. Here comes Johnny down the left. Into Ryan Innes. Up to Forster-Caskey, who turns, finds Anike. Madison, Gilby in the box. Gilby turns. Oh, and Gilby, that must have been a lovely little turn from him. Maybe a step over, I'm envisaging, something like that. But he sold the defender and then managed to get a nice finish. It looked like a finesse finish round the keeper for 1-0 to the Addicts. That was a fantastic goal. Well played, Ben. Or, sorry, Alex Gilby. Don't know why I thought his name was Ben Gilby then. Here comes Charlton again. It's going to be half-time in a second, and it is, in fact, the half-time whistle. So we will resume the game. No need for us to jump in quite yet. We've had the better of possession. We've only had the one chance, but we've taken it. So far, so good. Alright guys, just because it's so tight right now, I think I'm going to jump in and actually play the last 30 minutes of this game. It looks like Ben Sheaf is about to release a beautiful cross-field pass here. Oh, it's actually into De Villa and Doherty. And it's De Villa again, tackled by Dead Josh Elijah. Can he set us on a break? Gilby's running, but over there on the left, lots of space there for Williams, but a really poor through ball in the end from Oshilaja. And De Villa now attacking again, gets the better of Naruse. He's in the box, little dummy, and away from Charlton again. Sub then, as Josh McGuinness, the ex-Charlton player, comes on the pitch for De Villa, who looked to be quite lively actually as we've jumped into this game. Wilkes, good ball to Sheaf, whose pass is terrible, intercepted by Innes. Looking to release somebody. Forster-Caskey through to Anike. And again, in a great position is Johnny Williams, who finally gets the pass that he's been craving. He puts the cross in. Oh, it's a good cross as well. It was a good cross as well, but Madison just couldn't get that little burst of pace. And unfortunately, nothing comes of it. Elder again. Into Doherty. Chipped ball out to the left wing. Milinkovic. Elder, someone go to him. Eventually, Naruse steps up. I needed somebody to go to him quickly there. Again, we can get a quick break on. Madison loses the ball. It's fallen straight to Josh McGuinness. Josh McGuinness with a back heel to Batty. Through to the number 7 Wilkes. That's Innes. Just at the right place at the right time. Just about not conceding a foul as well. Milinkovic. God, this is really tough, guys. Gilby through to Madison. Can we get Anike through? No, we can't. We're going to have to check back to Williams. Let's push us up the pitch. I'm going to just dribble up and just wait for the players to move up the pitch a bit, because too much pressure right now. Chucks Anike using his strength to hold off the defender. Oh, that's a terrible ball. Why has that pass ended up like that? I don't understand. And there's full-time whistle. I didn't even realise we were that close to the end of the game, but we have got the 1-0 victory. Play felt very strange when I jumped in there. I'm not going to lie. Like, the pass is still in the kit. Still in the kit. But yeah, the passes felt very strange. They were very... I felt like there was something against me there, like the game was against me. But luckily, we still get the win, so it doesn't really matter too much. One shot for each team. That was a very boring game in general, but 3 points, we love to see it. So next up, Accrington in the quarter-finals of the EFL Trophy, which I'm so confused by because I feel like we beat Accrington to get here. I might be wrong with that. I feel like we played Cheltenham recently as well. Perhaps it was Accrington that we had in the FA Cup before West Brom. I'm not sure. But anyway, we now have a game against Accrington. It's the quarter-finals of this cup now, which means there's only 3 games left. The quarters, the semis, and of course the final if we get there. We're going to give the young boys a chance and a run out again. Hopefully they will do us proud. We do, first though, have another scouting report that has come through from Johnson, Rutley and Forrest. I'm just calling these scouts by their surname all the time now. Something I didn't mention last time, this guy, Luke Kinsella, of course the namesake of my favourite Charlton player potentially of all time, Mark Kinsella. He is Northern Irish as opposed to Republic of Irish. Can you say that? But he's still got the namesake. And he actually looks a little bit like Kinsella as well, like a tiny bit, which is funny. But yeah, let's have a look at some of these players. So starting off with Mayer, 69 to 89. He looks like an attacking midfielder. We've got plenty of those. Luke Kinsella, a sort of deep midfielder maybe? 68 to 86. We've then got Rory Adair. Probably not. I mean, he's a right back actually, so maybe we'll just leave him for now. Niall Galvin, not too interested in him. Evan Malone, not too interested in him either. George Boyce, not for me. And Shane McKee will give the benefit of the doubt. I think we have to get these boys maybe promoted. Let's go for signing Kinsella and Mayer. The thing is, we're definitely going to have lots more players in the rest of these two scout reports. Let's start with the Danish players who have been returned. So Thomason Skov, looks a good player. Frederick Christensen also looks a good player. Where are these playing? So left wingers maybe? Left wingers. Bertram Friese. Oh, he looks like he could be really solid. He looks like a striker as well, or maybe a winger. Nikolai Brandt, maybe not the best. We'll maybe reject him. Henrik Overgaard. Looks like he could be very solid indeed. Lawson, not for me. Oh, Lorentzen. Love his name as well. He looks like he could be very, very good as well. Bertram Christofferson, not sure about him. And Kjeldsen. Wow, this guy, we need to get him involved straight away. So we're going to sign him. I don't think anybody else is quite ready yet. But we'll certainly keep our tabs on the rest of these boys. In fact, I think just because we've got so many other good players, I think we'll probably get rid of Christofferson as well. Oh, no, actually, no, we're not going to do that. We'll remain scouting those players and have a look at our final scout report from South Africa, where we are looking for, I think, a striker or a winger. And it looks like, oh, this guy could be good. Sobukwe. I'm going to sign him, and I think we'll reject this guy, Thoko Mafosa. We'll probably reject this guy as well, and we'll keep our tabs on the other two. George Lapsley has said, boss, have I got a chance of being involved in our next game? I'll say I'll think about it, because I actually was thinking about it anyway. Of course, it is that cup game. It is the game where we rotate in our younger rotation players and whatnot. So, yeah, I think George Lapsley might have a good chance of getting a game there. But let's go and actually have a closer look at our youth academy, those players that we just brought through. So the first of which was Kjelton, who is a left midfielder. Wow, this guy looks like he could be very solid. He's got great acceleration, agility and balance. Already got good sprint speed as well. Stamina's looking decent as well. And his technical attributes, I mean, they're okay. They're okay for a young player. His ball control is very good, and his curve and dribbling as well. His finishing's already good, so he could be... In fact, he's a 62 overall. I've just clocked that. Yeah, no, he's the one, man. This guy's going to be sick. Kinsella is a 47 overall. So he's 16, so that's fine. We can forgive the rating for now. His potential is up to an 86, but I have a feeling that's going to drop down towards an 80. Still solid. We need centre mids as well, so that's always good. And Sobukwe, we're looking at a CAM or CM, and he is a 48 rated, but 15, so potentially a bit better than Kinsella. And yeah, he looks like he could be good in the future, so some good players we signed. So a quarter final now against Accrington Stanley. We're going to go ahead and play this one. This is one of 3 potentially huge matches to bring home silverware to the Valley for this season. We hope that we can do it. Of course, we are going to give the young boys a run out and some of the rotation players a run out, as I always say. Let's have a look and see how we line up, how the opposition line up, and hopefully get the win in this one. That's new. Darren Prattley considering retirement, even though he's agreed a deal to go and move to Jagiellonia. That was strange. I've not seen that before. But here we are. We are actually at Accrington, not the Valley. And it is going to be, as I say, the quarter-final of the EFL Trophy. And it's one of those competitions where you kind of start off thinking, oh, I don't care about it. And the further you actually start to get in it, you go, actually, we could have a pop at a trophy here. That's exactly what's happened. It's provided us a great opportunity to play some of the young players and stuff. So let's have a look at how we line up. It looks like we would have Hull or Sunderland in the quarter-final. That was just on a glance there. But yeah, if we go through, that would be, I think, one of the teams that we play. Anyway, let's look at the teams now ahead of this quarter-final fixture. So, for Accrington Stanley, they've got Liam Isherwood in goal. Perrott, Mohammed, Nottingham the captain, Burgess at the back, Tariq Uwakwe, Matt Butcher, Tom Scully, oh, they've got 5 at the back, sorry. Butcher, Scully and Singare in midfield with Charles and Cassidy up front. Can't remember who the guy was that scored against us. It might have been Cassidy or Charles, I don't know. I can't remember. I think that was the game actually in which we had the difficult moment with Jason Pearce, who of course now has gone. But anyway, let's have a look at the Charlton lineup for this one now. And of course we have Silveira in goal, the young Brazilian keeper. Wiredu at right back, Barker and the debut for Ayles, the number 5 at centre back, Matson or Martson at left back, Lapsley, who's going to captain us on his return from Mansfield, alongside Levitt and Morgan in midfield. So a nice young midfield there. Doughty on the left wing, Smith on the right wing, and Kaufman up front. This is, of course, as well, Alfie Doughty's first game starting at left wing, where he actually is a left winger. Let's see if that has any impact on how he plays, but hopefully we can have a really good performance here. George Lapsley already getting involved with a nice tackle. Morgan to Kaufman. Little flick through to Paul Smith, who's going to dummy his way past the defender. Tackled, but only as far as Kaufman. Into Levitt. Dummy. Levitt. Another dummy. Levitt. Oh, it's just gone wide. That was lovely footwork from Dylan Levitt. And eventually, the shot just wide of the post. That is so unfortunate from a great little bit of play early on. Get me out of that bloody kit. Oh, Morgan picks up a loose ball here. Morgan, who's played very well when he has come in. He's going to fire a pass in. Oh, that's terrible, but it's gone all the way to Wiredu. Up to Smith. Smith passes into Dylan Levitt in another shooting position. This time, he buries it in the back of the net. Dylan Levitt to get Charlton off the mark after 17 minutes. There's the worm. We know it. We love it. We do it. 1-0 Charlton. That was nice, actually. Dylan Levitt in dangerous areas all the time on this game from midfield. And that was his left foot, which I can't remember if that's his weaker foot or stronger foot. Through the legs of, I think that's Kaufman there, to steer it into the back of the net. I didn't realise that initially. And 1-0 to the boys. Levitt on the score sheet. He's loving life. Sonegray in a good position here. Good footwork from him. Chips it all the way back to Burgess. We need to press here, and Kaufman has done. He's dispossessed the defender, but Burgess carries the ball away. They've given it away though to Morgan. Kaufman, I know he's got good pace. He needs to go on a run. Good timed pass from Morgan. Can Kaufman? Oh, it looks like this defender's not the slowest. Doughty, what are you doing positioning wise? Doughty started sprinting to get into a position in the box, and then all of a sudden he started jogging. Guys, rewind the video by 10 seconds if you didn't see that. That was poor from Doughty. He picks up the ball now, though. He's going to sprint forward. This is what Doughty needs to be doing. He's got the 5-star skills. He's done very well there. Levitt, little touch, important one. Doughty, through to Kaufman. Dispossessed. They've given the ball away again. It's Kaufman. Through to Morgan. Pass to Levitt. Through ball here. It's going to be picked up on the right wing by Paul Smith, one of our sort of more senior players. Again, nobody in the box, and it means I have to turn. Nobody's busting to get in the box. It's so annoying. Got the ball again, though. Doughty. Lapsley. Levitt. Look at this quick football. Kaufman out to Levitt. Back to Kaufman. Oh, they're too close to us. It's Levitt again. Ball out to Wiredu. Little cross. Are we going to score it? Yes, we do. That's an assist for Wiredu and a great goal from Smith. And he is loving his football at the moment, Smith. Although we didn't manage to secure him permanently, he's still performing it very well, despite being a lone player, of course. And that was good football. Levitt out to Wiredu. Nice cross. Beautiful space that Smith found himself in. And he uses his left foot to send it past the goalie. Loved that. Nice accuracy on that volley. Maybe the keeper could have done better because it was quite central, but we don't care. We take those. 2-0 Charlton. Martson chasing back Perrett, who's going up the right wing now. Oh, that's lucky. The ball has fallen again to Perrett. Gets the ball into the box. Away by Charlie Barker. Well done. Scully, though, into Butcher. Uwakwe now. Looking to maybe work across in space. Tackled again by Wiredu. He's had a good game so far, Wiredu. Looks like it's going to be half-time very soon, although we can get a break on. Smith forward to Kaufman. We need Doughty to be so much further up the pitch. But Kaufman off the bar. Doughty, he's there. Doughty, score it. And he does with his right foot. Alfie Doughty with the third for Charlton. Fantastic. And we are going to do the worm, of course, as always. Alfie Doughty, his positioning has been horrendous in this match. But that time, luckily for him, we hit the bar initially. And actually, it turned out that Doughty was in a good position for the rebound. He should have been there earlier, but he got there in the end. And he scored the goal. Can't fault him. Hopefully, though, in the future, we see his position play improve. For now, though, another goal for Alfie Doughty this season, and from the left wing position, which is his natural position now, we love to see it. There's half time. Yeah, the young boys of this Charlton team right now are just running this game, really. Accrington did come back last time in the last fixture we played against them. Oh, sorry, it's Newport, it seems, not Hull. So whoever wins out of Sunderland and Newport, I think we're going to play them in the semis. Anyway, let's move on to the second half. Here's Wiredu down the right-hand side. Looking to make room for a pass. Does find Smith. Smith into Kaufman. And if we can float this over, it looks like Albie Morgan's broken through here. Albie Morgan! There's the fall for Charlton. 50 minutes played. This is legendary mode, guys, I promise you. Lovely little celebration. We're playing the dingy ding guitar, and Albie Morgan, the number 19, off the mark for the game. He gets on the score sheet. Good goal, and I think it was his left. Oh no, it was his right foot. He just took it strangely, but they all count. 4-0 Charlton, and we are running this game with our young players. We really are. Here's Ayles. We haven't seen too much of him, but he's just one possession for Charlton, high up the pitch, and he's going on a run because he hasn't got many options. Little bit of trickery from the centre-back. Eventually pokes it into Albie Morgan, who's going to try and release whoever this is. It's Dylan Levitt. That's a pen ref. Oh, unlucky. That was good from Ayles. Chance here for Accrington. It's Perrett into Butcher, and that was a terrible shot. He scuffed it. 57 minutes played, guys. We are going to make a double substitution. Purely because we are 4 goals to the good, we are going to give a chance to somebody who we've not seen yet in the career mode. Somebody who's out on loan to Woking in real life. It will be the striker Josh Davison, who is going to make his way onto the pitch for Kaufman, who's got a good 58 minutes or so into him. We are also going to see Albie Morgan, who has been booked, leave the pitch. And we are going to give another youngster, Bai. What's his first name now? I can't remember. But Bai comes onto the pitch, who is a very, very promising attacking midfielder. He replaces Morgan. Lofted ball to Levitt. Headed on to Bai. Josh Davison now. Josh Davison linking up with George Lapsley. Back to Davison. Back to Lapsley. George Lapsley with a finish. Oh, what a goal! George Lapsley. Pick that out, Keeps. Jesus Christ, that was great. Davison. Bai. Lapsley, some of the new boys, the boys that we've only seen recently in the last few episodes, all linking up to, oh, look at the distraught accurate. This could be like a Stevenage 8-1 kind of affair, guys. It really could, or 9-1, however much we won that game by. What a finish from George Lapsley. This guy, by the way, 49 shooting, and he's capable of doing things like that. George Lapsley, welcome back to Charlton, sir. Welcome back. Bai wins possession again. Little pass to Smith. This could literally be so many goals here. Davison to Smith. Over to Levitt. Levitt with another chance and another goal. This is just a walk in the park at this point, guys. It really is. Levitt's left foot again. Great finish. We are really showing up today. We're at the races and we are destroying, demolishing this Accrington team. Look at the space that Levitt had there. Simple pass, simple run. Not such a simple finish, but a good one. And Dylan Levitt with his second of the game. And that is mustard. Wiredu. Up the right wing, where Smith has the ball. Wiredu carries on his run. Smith lofts it beautifully. Can we get across him from Wiredu? We can. And we've scored again. Josh Davison this time with the goal. What a finish that was from him. And another ukulele performance from one of the Charlton boys. I need to check the difficulty to make sure this hasn't gone back to world class by accident or something. Because, Jesus Christ, that was a brilliant first time cross and a brilliant first time finish. The young boys are making a claim for themselves to maybe start in the league, some of these lot. Davison finally scores a goal for us. That is fantastic from him. 7-0, what can I say? Here's Smith. Oh, this is going to be another goal. I just know it. Look at this. Josh Davison. 1 touch. 2 touch. Finish! Oh, it's wide. Unlucky, Josh. That was a good strike, to be fair. But just wide of the post. Yeah, very, very close from Josh Davison. He's already got his one, but he's greedy. He's a striker. He wanted another one. Didn't quite get it that time. Charles Sonagre. Over to Walkway. Oh, look at that clearance from... acrobatic clearance there from Martson. Bishop picks it up in the box, though. Looking for at least a goal back for a little bit of pride here. Butcher. Tackled by Charlie Barker. Another youngster. George Lapsley picks it up. Through ball. Over to Wiredu. Through ball. Up to Smith. Little bit of ball control here. And a nice pass through to Levitt. And through to Davison. And it's going to be Davison. Oh, he tried too much there. That was cheeky from Davison, but we really needed it to be simple there. That's my fault, really. Sonagre on the ball now. 2 minutes of added time left. Tackled by Lapsley. Could we get one more? We'd love to see this man Bai get on the score sheet. Looks like Lapsley is the man providing the best run. Smith's run needs to be a bit better there. I think we're going to find him hopefully in the box. And we are. And he's put it wide. We could have had about 12 goals today, guys. That is full time anyway. I'm going to double check what the difficulty is on because I'm suspicious. That game was bizarrely easy. Flashbacks to when we were winning like 11-0 and stuff. But yeah, an 7-8-0 victory today here at Accrington. And we are definitely through to the semi-final. Brilliant performance. Let's have a look at the ratings. So 7-0 there. Unsurprisingly, a 10 out of 10 for Dylan Levitt, who provided 2 goals. No assists, just the 2 goals. Smith, Davison, Doughty, all on at least 8. Bye came on, made a great impact. Lapsley, the captain, on a 9.5. The back line all on at least 7s. Wirido, of course, with that assist. Well, 2 assists, actually. I didn't even realise that. 2 assists on an 8.1. The keeper had a very quiet game. Can't really fault that 6.3. Morgan and Kaufman, the 2 subbed players, were 8.3 and 8.6 as well. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. So a little bit of prize money comes through. Only 60k because of the competition that it is in. But 60k, 60k. I mean, I'd take 60k if it was offered to me, of course. But guys, that is going to be the end of the episode. We had a nice restructure-y kind of episode, or not restructure, but we made some signings. We let 1 or 2 players go. We record George Lapsley, and we have solidified the squad going in to the rest of the season, guys. So that is going to be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like on it, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care, and I'll see you later.